Happy day one of Contemporaryathon. Today is Monday, it's quite early, and I look decent, so let this be ever the first vlog where I start off looking decent. I actually had to film a couple videos today because I didn't film it all last week, so I had to film some this morning. Sorry if you hear music in the background too. It's just the Charlie Brown soundtrack. But like I said, today is the first day of Contemporaryathon. If you don't know what the Contemporaryathon is, it's a read-a-thon where you kind of read all of the contemporary books, and I have done a TBR for it, so I'll link that up here and down below as well. I'm planning to read 5 books, but that might be 6. Do I think that's feasible? Probably not. But it is what it is. So the 5 books that I'm planning to read, the first one is actually an audiobook, which I'm starting today, which is I Owe You One by Sophie Kinsella. I don't know how long it is and whether or not I'll be able to read all of it this week. I am one of the rare few that read audiobooks the same speed that they start on, so like just regular speed I read them in. Can you say hi? He's hi. No. I'm one of the rare few that reads audiobooks like at a regular speed. I wish I could read it like double the speed. I just can't. So yeah, that's that, and I don't have a ton of time to listen to audiobooks. This audiobook is 12 hours, so I definitely do not think I'll be able to read it all. I think if anything, I will get halfway through it at most. That's my honest opinion, so it's okay. It's an audiobook. I don't read them as fast as other people. The physical books I'm planning to read, the first one I'm gonna start off with today actually is 99% Mine by Sally Thorne. Very excited for this one. Also very apprehensive. I haven't heard the best reviews. I'm actually doing a lot of buddy reads within this readathon too, so that's fun. So I think a lot of people from my Tis the Season-a-thon are reading this together. I think Kristen's reading it, Amy's reading it, Trina's reading it, and I'm reading it. So all 4 of us are reading it. Chelsea has already read it. I'm also buddy reading Heartland with Chelsea. This is like a book that's literally the movie Sweet Home Alabama with Reese Witherspoon in it, so hopefully I will love it. And I'm also buddy reading Forever Interrupted by Taylor Jenkins Reid with Amy. Then my other one is Fumbled by Alexa Martin. This is the sequel / companion novel to Intercepted, which I just finished last night. Really enjoyed it. A really cute, steamy football romance book. So in case you're into those, I would highly recommend checking out the series. So this one follows a character from the first book, Intercepted, that was in it, like a side character. So this is my physical TBR, but then I just got something in the mail the other day that's gonna change everything, and that is Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. My lovely and amazing friend Amy over at Amy Reads sent me this book because next month I'm reading a certain set of books. I'm sure if you haven't saw me tweeting about it, you can guess what type of books I'm reading. But I want to read this before its publication date, just so I can go ahead and read it, review it, and also do my Taylor Jenkins Reid video where I talk about all of her books. So Amy so graciously sent me her ARC to borrow, to read, and to send back to her. So I'm going to try to read 5 physical books in a week. Do I think it'll happen? Probably not. Like, I will have to read a book a day, which is very hard for me, honestly. And then also listen to an audiobook on the side. So I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but if there's ever a readathon to do it, it would be the Contemporaryathon, because I read those faster than normal books, but I don't think I read them quickly enough to read a book a day. Like, honestly, if I can, I'm gonna try to start and finish 99% Mine today. I don't know. This week's not too busy, just the normal type of stuff. We have a lot of stuff going with Noah in the back burner as far as like getting him into a certain class in school. That's exciting. Also this weekend, I have to like travel to do a like anniversary party to take pictures of, and Sunday, Matt's busy all day. So it's gonna be an interesting weekend. I don't know how much I'll get read during the weekend, but during the week I'm gonna try my best. So start one of a probably really crappy readathon vlog. Here we go. Good morning. Happy Contemporaryathon. Gosh, I'm tired. Day 2. I'm in the kitchen right now cooking my son breakfast. My dog's eating her food. So, that's how I'm gonna start this video. If that's okay. I didn't update you guys last night because I'm just horrible at updating at night. I think I'm just gonna give up on saying I'm gonna update you later tonight because I never do, honestly. Yesterday, sorry, I'm going out of frame a lot. Yesterday I got to around 160 pages, maybe 170, I don't know exactly. 99% Mine by Sally Thorne. I'm actually really enjoying it much more than I thought I would because, like I said, the reviews on it have not been the best, but I will say I don't like it nearly as much as The Hating Game. I think, you know, that's one of those books that people either love or hate, and if you love it, it's gonna have a hard time, the author's gonna have a hard time topping anything else that she writes, just to be honest. Banana. I shouldn't do that while I'm filming. I'm horrible. If you don't know what 99% Mine is about, it's about this character named Darcy. And Darcy lives in her grandmother's old house. Her grandmother passed away, so she's been living in her house for a little bit. And Darcy is kind of a nomad. She likes to travel anywhere she can. She's a wedding photographer, which already puts her a plus in my book because I'm a wedding photographer and she's like a award-winning one. I'm not that at all. She travels and stuff like that, and she lost her passport, so she's kind of stuck at home, and they're renovating, is that the right word? Her grandmother's house, they could sell it and stuff, and lo and behold, and then it brings in this guy named Tom, and she's known Tom since she was a little girl. Her twin brother and Tom are best friends, and she's always loved Tom, and Tom is like, you know, the quintessential perfect guy. He owns his own contracting business, and he's gonna do their house and things like that, and there's a lot of just sexual tension in the book, and I'm here for it. I like it. Darcy's definitely a tough character to love. She does not take care of herself. She's got this heart condition that she doesn't really take seriously enough, which I'm like, what are you doing with your life? Like, why? Like, go to a doctor, take things seriously. But she's, you know, she's like got that tough girl demeanor. Like, she's like, I have my hair in a pixie cut and all this other stuff. But I like her. Like, I can tell she's a tough girl, but she needs some love, and she's got a vulnerable side to her. So overall, I'm really liking it. I'm surprised I am. I don't know, like, what I'm gonna rate it. I don't know. Time will tell. My plan is today to finish that book because I will have some time free tonight because Matt is watching Noah. Yay for Great Husbands. So I'm going to finish that tonight. I did start I Owe You One by Sophie Kinsella yesterday, the audiobook version at least. I only got 4 chapters in because, like I said, I'm a weirdo and I listen to audiobooks on regular speed, and I'm already really enjoying that too. So I'll tell you a little bit more about it once I learn more about the plot. 4 chapters isn't quite enough to figure out what the plot is yet. Hello. I look progressively worse as the day goes on. That's fun. Either way, I just finished 99% Mine by Sally Thorne. I told you about this book earlier today. Overall, I enjoyed it. I didn't dislike it as much as other people did, so there's that. Do I like it as much as The Hating Game? No, I definitely do not. I don't think a lot of chick lit books will live up to The Hating Game. That's just me personally. But I did enjoy it. If I would give it a rating, I would give it a 4 out of 5. I liked it. I've seen the ratings be like 3 to 4, so I'm happy with it. Overall, I will just have to say this. Sally Thorne knows how to write sexual tension. Like, that woman has got it down to a friggin' science, and I love reading it. That's one of my favorite things to read about. It's just, a couple things I didn't like in this book was, like I said, the main character has a heart condition that she doesn't take seriously. I didn't like that a lot. There was a lot of possessiveness in this book. Both of these characters were very much into each other, but they were so possessive over the one another. Like, he's mine, she's mine, no one else can look at you. I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, wow. So the possessiveness was kids screaming in the background. Wouldn't be a vlog of mine without that. But that's one thing I didn't love, is the possessiveness. But overall, I enjoyed it. It was romantic, it was steamy, it was adorable. 4 out of 5. So I'd say if, like, you are a huge fan of The Hating Game and you're very hesitant to read 99% Mine because of all of the bad reviews, I would still read it. I enjoyed it. You gotta realize that no other book is going to be like The Hating Game, much like any other book an author writes. No other book is going to be just like the one they wrote previously. They have to change. They have to do different things because you can't just replicate a book completely from, you know, it just wouldn't make sense. But yeah, I liked it. 4 out of 5. So happy I read it. Good first book to read for the Contemporaryathon. I'm gonna move on to one book that I'm like equal parts dreading and looking forward to, and that is Forever Interrupted by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Taylor Jenkins Reid is hands down one of my top 5 favorite authors of all time. This one I have been waiting to save for last. So this is my last like backlist Taylor Jenkins Reid book I have to read until I can read like her newest one, and I've saved it for last because of the subject matter. It's all about this couple and they just got married. I forget her name. Elsie and Ben meet and they fall in love very quickly, and they get married like in a few months, and like a week into their marriage Ben gets into a car accident, or a truck hits him and he dies, and Elsie's having to deal with her grief, and she meets her mother-in-law that she's never met before, and this book is just gonna be all about that. I do not want to read this because like I don't like to read about spouses dying, because that is a huge fear of mine. I think about it every single day, no exaggeration. So I am like not looking forward to this book at all for that regard, but I know I'm gonna love it. It's probably gonna make me cry, so I'm just gonna get out of the way. But yeah, so that's my plan for tonight. I don't know how many pages it is. I'm gonna try to read as fast as I can because I don't want to read a sad book for too long. It's 324 pages, which isn't too long, so hopefully I can finish this either tonight or tomorrow for sure, because my heart will not be able to take it. Oh, I should also mention, sorry to go back to this. Also, if you have read The Hating Game and you loved it and you're not interested in this one, get it, because there is like a 4-page epilogue, or like, does that make sense? An epilogue of The Hating Game in this book. So you don't get much of Josh and Lucy, but you get like 4 extra pages of them. And it was freaking amazing. I was very pleasantly surprised when I got to the epilogue and it was like a Hating Game epilogue. And I was like, what? So yeah, just read it for that, honestly, because I loved it. So yeah, let me go cry and bawl my eyes out with this. It's gonna break my freaking heart. I don't want you to be alarmed that I'm filming my painting. I just want to give you a forewarning that I'm wearing a face mask and it's quite scary to see. So just so you know, this is what I look like right now. It's getting tight. I love face masks. I do them every single week because I just love them. Anyway, I'm not gonna focus on myself because I look scary. This is my plan for the next hour and a half. I think I'm gonna try to read both these together because I think this one's just gonna be so sad that I need something to pick me up. So I'm gonna try to do that. I'm also thinking about watching a movie because I just really want to. I think I need like a mental health break. Let's see what we have. So the movie I'm putting on is called Juliet Naked. I know that sounds weird, but it's like an indie rom-com. It's got Rose Byrne in it and Ethan Hawke and the guy from the IT Crowd, Roy. I haven't heard much about it. Let me zoom in. But I don't know. I'm gonna watch a little bit of it and see what I think about it, and I'll update you. Update. It's almost 8 o'clock. I haven't started either one of the books. Still watching this movie. It's okay. It's not good, but yeah, I'm gonna read for sure after my kid goes to bed. So yeah, failing today a little bit. Well, I finished a book. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. This will probably be my last update. So I will talk to you guys in the morning. I'm just realizing now I still have eyeliner on. I never get all my eyeliner off, ever. Back in the kitchen we meet. If you're a mom, I feel like you're like always in the kitchen. Like, I feel like half my day is in the kitchen. Just preparing meals for myself, for my son, for family. It's a lot of kitchen time. Anyway, I didn't read a lot last night. I finished Juliet Naked. It was okay. It wasn't amazing. I don't know what it is with movies with me lately. I haven't been watching any movies I've really enjoyed. I don't know, but it was okay. I'd say if like you're a really big like indie movie fan, check it out. If not, I wouldn't like recommend it. I did read 50 pages of Forever Interrupted by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I'm already loving it. It's already hella sad. I have 3 pieces of book mail to share with you all. We're gonna open up this one first because my son keeps handing it to me. It is from Simon & Schuster. Open it. Yeah, we're gonna open it. I don't know what any of these are. Well, one's blatantly clear. It's definitely a PR package. Goodbye Perfect by Sarah Bernard. I requested this from Simon. I have not read a Sarah Bernard book yet, but this is my second one I think I own, and this one sounds very intriguing. I love the cover too of how simplistic it is. Like, please. They also sent me a little card too. That's cute. It's got my name on it and everything. I feel special. It's a little happy Valentine's Day gift from Simon Teen, and they sent me a whole bunch of like Valentines from from a whole bunch of their books. This one's like from Emergency Contact. I haven't read that. Oh, When Diplomat Rishi. I have read that one. This is like a little Valentine from Dimple to Rishi. Oh, we have Starry Eyes by Jen Bennett. I've read that one. Love and Luck. I've read that one. Can you tell I'm a fan of YA contemporary books? 5 Feet Apart. I have not read that one. Save the Date. I have read that one. And Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare. I've read that one. I still have yet to read Queen of Air and Darkness. Either way, thank you so much, Simon Teen. The book's disappeared. Next package, please. Thank you, my assistant. This is from Penguin Random House. I don't know what this one is either. It could be a kid's book, honestly. Yes, this is Waiting for Tom Hanks by Carrie Winfrey. Oh my goodness. If you don't know, I love Tom Hanks. I don't think there's a lot of people out there that don't like him. He's just so likable. He's also he's one of my favorite husband's actors. He loves Tom Hanks and like everything he's in. Me too. He's in one of my favorite movies of all time, That Thing You Do. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It's amazing. This is a rom-com obsessed romantic waiting for her perfect leading man learns that life always doesn't go according to a script in this delightful, charming, and funny novel. Sign me the crap up. This one comes out, it looks like, before my son takes it away from me. It looks adorable. I can't wait to read it. I'm so excited. Was not expecting this. Oh, this is from Berkeley. I love Berkeley so much. And the last package is, you can tell what it is already. It's Sal and Gabby from Mook Ryden Presents. This looks like a middle grade novel, which will be fun because I always give my middle grade stuff to my nieces and nephews. They love it. Like every time they see me, they're like, what books do you have for me? And it makes me so happy that I can provide them with some books. I think this is a wand. I don't know. Hold on, please. We have a water bottle that says Break the Universe on it. We have some, what are these? Skittles. I'll be eating these for sure. Skittles. And then I think we have the book. We have another thing in here, and then we have some case. Oh, it's like a little coin in it. So this has to be a wand. I have Break the Universe. This looks super freaking adorable. I think this is this a sequel or not? Either way, this looks super adorable. It just says, who put the raw chicken in Yasmin's locker? I don't know. I don't know. This must have to do something with magic, but either way, it looks adorable. My update for now, I might do a montage, I might not. Time will tell, as I always say.
I think you should do a comparison of when I was painting in like 2013 to when I'm painting now.
That's a good idea. People haven't seen your beard. Let's see it.
My name is Matt Beardington now.
It's your 4-month beard anniversary this month. Did you know that? It really is.
Yeah, we're not even celebrating Valentine's tomorrow. We're celebrating my beard anniversary.
Hello, happy Thursday. Can't really tell I'm sick. Yay. So a cold went through my house like a couple weeks ago. Noah had it first. It was just a cold, luckily. And then Matt had it last week. And it was pretty, like, it was a pretty bad cold for him. And I have it. I'm usually always the last to get sick in the house because I think it just filters through people, and I'm like taking care of Noah and I try to take care of Matt, and then it gets to me, and yeah, so it's always too at the worst time that I get sick, because if it was last weekend, it would have been fine. If mine and Matt's like sick schedule would have switched, it would have been fine. But of course, I'm sick the weekend that I'm having my only photo gig this entire month is I'm gonna be sick. So hopefully it's just a cold and nothing too bad. It's just like a runny nose, red eyes, that kind of stuff. I don't feel like amazing, but hopefully it's just a cold and I can power through it. Anyway, my eyes are also red because I just finished Forever Interrupted by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I know why I saved that book for last, because it was definitely the saddest book of hers that I've read. I cried through half of it. I probably will start crying at some point now. I'm feeling it already. it was just sad. It was so sad. So forgive me with my tear eyes, but at least this will be authentic. This is all about Elsie. Elsie gets married to Ben, and he dies like a week after they get married. They have like a whirlwind romance. They met in like January. The sniffles is because I'm sick. The eyes are because I cry. They met in January, they got married by June, and then a week later he dies unexpectedly. And this whole book kind of shifts perspectives of her dealing with her loss now, and then also meeting her mother-in-law, who Ben never told them that they got married, much less he never told them that he was even seeing her, and also goes back to when they met. And it was just so freaking sad. Okay, I'm gonna get through this. It was just really sad. I mean, I don't think I loved it as much as her other books, just because of how sad it is. Like her other books, I could see myself rereading a ton. This is one I never want to reread again because of the subject matter. Like, I don't do good with books that have like death in them because that's sad, but when it's books about like a spouse dying, like I cannot do that. Like, let's just say when I watched the movie P.S. I Love You years ago, I cried. Like, I'm talking about, I didn't see it in theaters, thank goodness, but I cried throughout the entirety of that movie. Same goes with this book. I just started thinking about my husband and what would happen if he died, and I was just like, it was intense. So yeah, I don't like, as far as like where I would put this on, I mean, I would give it a 5 out of 5. I loved it. I devoured it. It was beautiful writing. It talked about grief, talked about love, talked about friendship, talked about family, talked about so many amazing things. But as far, I've given every Taylor Jenkins Reid book a 5 out of 5, just so you know. But I would probably put this at my like lower end of the 5, so I think this might be my least favorite of her books, just because of the freaking sad subject matter. That is just me personally. I do not do well when it's books, you know, with a spouse passing away. Like, holy crap, I don't. So this girl needs a pick-me-up, if ever, because that book just put me in a freaking mood. So I'm gonna pick up Heartland by by Kimberly Stewart. That's the right author. I told you guys this is just like, I mean, I'm not gonna tell you much about this other than it's like pretty much the plot of Sweet Home Alabama. I've heard people say that this is like a perfect Hallmark movie, so I don't know if it's gonna be cheesy, but I'm freaking ready for that, because after the tear gate of this thing, I'm gonna need something cheesy and fluffy to get me, you know, going, and plus because I'm sick, but whatever. But hopefully, I don't know if I'll finish this tonight. I've only finished 2 books for this readathon. We're already 4 days in. I'm okay with that. So my plan, honestly, is I don't think I'm gonna get to Daisy Jones at all. I think I'm just gonna get to Heartland, and then I'm going to read Fumbled, and then I will get to halfway through my audiobook, and I'll call that a win. So 4 books in a week, I'll take that any freaking day. That's my plan right now. So good morning, everyone. So sorry for the catastrophe that was yesterday's vlog, or like barely any vlog. So I wasn't feeling very well at all yesterday. I feel a lot better today. Still not 100%, but I mean, who can expect sickness to go away in a day? But yesterday and last night I had a fever, couldn't sleep, had like chills, that was getting hot, and it was just bleh. So today I feel a lot better. I don't have a fever anymore, so thank goodness. So I didn't read anything like yesterday. I maybe read 5 pages of Heartland by Kimberly Stewart, which I'm buddy reading with Chelsea, which I just watched her vlog, and she said it's Christian fiction, which I didn't know that, which is not a bad thing at all. I am a Christian, but I don't read a ton of Christian fiction because, like, I don't want to say, like, it's too wholesome, but, like, sometimes it is, in my opinion. I need some grit sometimes, so I'm interested to see how this is going to be. I didn't know it was Christian fiction at all, which is not a bad thing in any regards, like I said. So I'm interested to see how I like it. I don't know if I'm going to finish it. Like, this readathon is my first readathon I think I'm gonna officially fail at. I'm usually very structured, very goal-oriented, even when I have a lot going on, but this reading vlog, or this readathon, is not the case. Like, the sickness that, I mean, it wasn't even like reading a ton before then. I've only finished 2 books, and I think at my rate, I'm gonna finish 3 and get halfway through an audiobook. So that's not the best for a readathon, but it is what it is. Every readathon cannot be a win, honestly. There's gonna be some where you just don't do well in it, and you have to be okay with that, and I'm okay with it. So yeah, we'll just have to see. I mean, I have 2 more weeks of February after this readathon, so, or a week and a half, so hopefully I can finish some other books. But yeah, my plan for right now is to just finish Heartland and see how I'm feeling, because tomorrow I will not have time to read at all really, because I have to travel a lot for the photo gig. And Sunday I might have some time to read depending on how I feel, because I don't think I'm gonna get back till like 1 a.m. Sunday morning. So I'm gonna be tired, and Matt is going to be busy all day Sunday morning through Sunday night, so I'm on Noah duty. So yeah, today I'm gonna try to read. Don't know how much I'll get done, but I'm gonna do my best. So sorry for the failure of a vlog. I always say that every vlog, but this one truly is, because what can you do? Hello, it's your girl that doesn't know how to vlog. Welcome back. So sorry for the horrible show that is this vlog. Like, as always with all of my reading vlogs, I do a really good start of the first half of the week, and then the second half just goes chaotic. I will say this readathon in particular is because I got sick, so yeah, I didn't vlog at all yesterday. I totally meant to vlog the anniversary party I photographed last night, because it was near the beach kind of, even though it's February, and it was just a really awesome anniversary party. I meant to just get snippets and stuff, but as always, like when I get into work mode, like I get into work mode, and it was a good like 2 hours away I had to drive. Luckily my mom drove with me because I wasn't feeling good and my car is still kind of wonky, so my mom volunteered to drive with me. Like I drove there, she drove back, so that was really nice to have the company. So I didn't have time to like vlog sightseeing and like the stuff, but that's what I was doing yesterday. I could tell you I've read a whole bunch. I haven't, but I am feeling a lot better. Forgive my looks, I'm not like wearing any makeup at all, because yeah, at least my hair's decent, it's clean, that's good. But yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. My nose is just still very raw and I still have a lot of congestion, but I feel a ton better than I did Thursday and Friday. So yeah, oh my gosh, I know I was crying like in the vlog on Thursday because I had just read a sad book and I had a fever and I wasn't feeling good. So yeah, that's not me all the time. That's just me after I finish a super sad book and I'm sick. I finished one book, and that is Heartland by Kimberly Stewart. I finished this yesterday morning. It was okay. I would give it a 2 stars, honestly. I know Chelsea rated it the same. I just watched her day 5 vlog. I don't know, it's hard to keep up with all the vlogs. I want to watch them all, but time. I think we both went into this thinking it was going to be really identical to the plot of Sweet Home Alabama, and I wouldn't say it really was. It does have kind of similar nodes to it. Like, this is all about a girl named Grace who lives in New York. She moved to New York from her very small town in Iowa, and she kind of wants to make it as a fashion designer, and she gets fired, so she moves back home to Iowa, where she moves in back with her grandmother, and she meets her old ex-boyfriend Tucker, who she's still kind of in love with, and then she starts like kind of repurposing like old vintage dresses and selling them and making a success. So it's got that Sweet Home Alabama vibe to it, but it really wasn't. What bothered me is there wasn't much that happened at all. There was no real plot, there was no real like connection to any of the characters. It was just kind of a filler book. Like, and I read a lot of chick lit, so some chick lit is really good, some chick lit is just okay. This one was just okay, sadly. I'm sorry to say, I don't ever like saying that about books in chick lit in general, but yeah, I would give it a 2 out of 5. Like, I thought it was cute. I love the grandma on it. I love the whole fashion vibes. We got it from Sweet Home Alabama with a touch of like Devil Wears Prada, but it just, I didn't like it as much as I wanted to. Like, I kind of feel like, I don't know about it. So, it's my washing machine. Just forgive me, clothes. We're gonna have to get through this. I'm now officially halfway through I Owe You One by Sophie Kinsella. The audiobook is 12 hours long. I have 6 hours to go, so I'm halfway through. This book is driving me freaking bananas. I'm used to Sophie Kinsella books with a lot of, like, her books always have this really big miscommunication. Like, there's always one character that just, there's miscommunication, and you're just like, just say things, figure it out. And usually I'm okay with it. It bothers me, but doesn't bother me too much. This book is driving me up the wall because of the miscommunication. This whole book is about this character named Fixie. She runs her family's like general store. So it's her mom, and then she has 2 older siblings. Oh goodness, Nicole and I forget the guy's name, honestly. Let's call him, I think it's Jake. You know, their father died years and years ago, and she's really happy with her life. She loves helping run it, and she loves her mom, and then her mom gets sick. Then her mom kind of has a health scare, and so her mom decides to take a break from the store, understandably so, and so she leaves the store to the kids, and Fixie's the only one that like sees what the store should be. Like, they shouldn't change too much about it. They should, you know, keep with their clientele. They're just kind of a quaint, like, little store, and both of her siblings like want really different things. They want to make it upscale and yoga-y and all this other stuff, and she's also having really intense feelings for this guy named Ryan, who is like her brother's best friend. She's been in love with him ever since they were in high school. Like, she's put him on a pedestal. And when I say a pedestal, I mean like take a normal pedestal and like amp it up like 10 more pedestals. That's how much she puts this guy on one. Like, she just is obsessed with him. And he was in California, and now he's back home, and so they've kind of got back together, and they're kind of striking a romance, and just basically what's making, I know this is like a weird plot, you're like, what plot is there? Basically what happens is Fixie runs into this guy named Sebastian, or she kind of saves his laptop, and he's like, I owe you one, and then it begins like a game of like, no, I owe you one, now I owe you one, and it's all that kind of thing. It's basically about Fixie with running her family store, having a really crazy romance, and all this other things. So what's making me so upset about this book is the main character. I like Fixie, but Fixie never voices her mind. Like, there are so many instances where these characters, her siblings, are just saying horrible things or having these horrible ideas, and you hear her wanting to say these things, but she's chickens out, and I'm like, just say it. I just wish she would just voice her opinion more. I think that would be like resolving a lot of the conflict that's unnecessary in this book. I am enjoying it, just everybody is pissing me off. Like, her siblings are pissing me off. The guy that she is so in love with that is just so horrible is pissing me off. I'm hoping, I think we're now officially getting to a turning point where she's just like, I'm gonna say what I feel, and I'm like, finally, it's taken us freaking half the book to get here. Let's do this thing. Like it as much as other Sophie Kinsella books? No. I feel like with her books, this is a long clip, hope that's okay. I feel like with her books, usually she writes one like I really like, then the next one I don't, then the next one. It's kind of like I like it, then I don't like it. So I was really expecting to love this one because her last one surprised me, which came out last year, I didn't really like, but the one before that, My Not So Perfect Life, I really enjoyed. So I thought this was gonna be on the cycle of, this is gonna be the really good book. But I'm enjoying it. I will say it's freaking entertaining because the characters are just making me so upset that I'm like so invested in this character's life that I want to jump in the book and be like, let me just do this. But yeah, today I don't know how much I'm going to read. Don't know if I'm not going to start another book. Well, maybe I will. I might, honestly, as a cop-out, because that's who I am today, I might read the novella of The Evidence of the Affair by Taylor Jenkins Reid, because I still need to read it to do my Taylor Jenkins Reid's video next month. So I think it's like 100 pages, so I might just read that on like my phone and then call it a day. But yeah, that's my update for now. I need to go. I've been filming for 10 minutes. I need to shut up. I'll talk to you later, I promise. Yeah. Hi, it's the next day. I forgot to film a freaking ending to this vlog. This vlog is just, it's horrible. I'm sorry. I'm gonna wrap up now everything I read for the Contemporaryathon, so my battery's flashing, so I'm gonna have to be super fast. So I actually didn't do as bad as I thought I did. I physically read 3 things, and then I also finished an audiobook / an ebook, and then I read another ebook, so I'm pretty happy with that. So going on to what I read, in order what I read, then the first thing I read is 99% Mine by Sally Thorne. I ended up giving this a 4 out of 5. I enjoyed it. Wasn't as good as The Hating Game, but I still liked it. Then I read Forever Interrupted by Taylor Jenkins Reid, which I gave a 5 out of 5. Made me sob like a baby. Holy crap. It's so sad. I can't talk about it anymore. Then I read Heartland by Kimberly Stewart, which I gave a 2 out of 5, so we got a lot of mixture of ratings here. Didn't really love it. And then I decided to read The Evidence of the Affair by Taylor Jenkins Reid, which is like a novella slash short story. It's like 100 pages. It's told in all letter formats, where a wife finds out that her husband is cheating on her because she finds his letters from this other woman. So she decides to write to the husband of the wife that her husband's cheating with. Does that make any sense? So they start a correspondence because their spouses are pretty much are cheating on them with each other, and they, you know, bond and stuff like that. And it's really interesting. I don't know what I would give it. I think right now a 4 out of 5 maybe. I don't know, but I liked it. It was definitely impactful for 100 pages for Taylor Jenkins Reid, so I really enjoyed it. And then, so last time I talked to you guys, I told you I was halfway through I Owe You by Sophie Cassell, the audiobook, and last night I just couldn't sleep. I had a really hard time sleeping. Like, I am running on like 2 hours of sleep right now. So, so I forgot that I had an ebook, an e-copy from NetGalley for I Owe You One. I want to listen to an audiobook in bed if I couldn't sleep. So I decided I'm just gonna finish the book, the ebook. So I read half of it, audiobook version, and the other half I physically read on my phone. I don't know. Either way, it's a different format for me. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, I keep going out of focus. I have to power through this. Overall, I would give it a 4 out of 5. I definitely liked it more than her last book, but not as much as her other ones. I told you guys it pissed me off so much because the main character, she finally started voicing her opinions. I just felt like it was too late in the book and everything happened very quickly. I feel like we could have had a much more natural build up to it and things would have progressed smoother. I also wasn't in love with the romance. I liked it at first, but then it got very wishy-washy and it got really confrontational when I didn't think it needed to be. So I didn't love it, but I didn't dislike it as much as I thought I did. So I think I would give it a 4 right now. I really need to sleep on it because I like read it a few hours ago. But yeah, so that means I read a total of 4 full-length books and a novella. So I'm really happy with that. I did not think I was going to read that much. I'm good with it. So yeah, that's me ending this Contemporaryathon vlog. I'm gonna keep going to focus. Sorry for the horrible vlog. I say that every time. I'm just not a good vlogger. Let's just chalk it up to that. But I'll keep doing them if you want me to. If you like watching this disaster show, I'll do it. So thank you so much to all the ladies who hosted Contemporaryathon. Chelsea, Natasha, Julie, and Mel. You all are amazing. I loved watching all of your vlogs every day. But yeah, my kid is now waking up, so I must go. Yeah, I might do another reading vlog casually next month. Who knows? But I'll see you soon.